Yes, Senator Sifuna.
Thank you, Chair. First, I want to start by reading to the witness the definition of a public office under Article 250. Chair, 260. Chair, the definition, public office means an office in the national government, a county government, or the public service if the remuneration and benefits of the office are payable directly from the consolidated fund or directly out of money provided by Parliament. Having read that to you, Mca Dmk, is it still the position of the Meru County Assembly that the position of Ambassador of Meru Hustlers is an office in the public service? With that definition in mind, is it still your position that the office of Ambassador of Meru Hustlers or Patron of Meru Youth Service, drawing no salary from the consolidated fund, is still an office in the public service? Yes or no?
It's still my position that it's...
You do understand that the Constitution is the supreme law. What the Constitution says is the law is the law. Is it still your position, even with that knowledge now of what the definition of public office is, that this position of Ambassador for Meru Hustlers is a position in the public service?
No.
Thank you. Now, you had told us, or you played a video of this first gentleman speaking at some rally on the question of messages or SMSs from Honorable Mburi Apuri, the allegation of 10 million. Why is a speech by this first gentleman forming the basis of allegations against the county governor? What is the nexus between the things that a spouse says and their spouse? How does it attach to the governor?
So probably the video was not played in full, when I was making that particular translation of the video, the governor came because she was in that meeting and continued and picked up from where he had left about the same allegation that the husband made.
But can we at least agree that spouses can have their own views, points of view, and ability to comment, freedom of speech, to speak about matters within their knowledge and purview?
But when the speech makes things that are touching on the governor...
Just say yes or no.
No.
Is it possible you and your wife can both speak on an issue and not be, you be dragged through a recall process in the assembly?
Depends on the nature of that speech my wife would have made, and as to whether I was there or I confirmed it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, you also... Yes.
You are making a very important point. Honorable Kyogora.
Yes, Chairman.
God forbid, if your wife stole, would you be charged with the offense of stealing as the spouse?
Of course not.
So what Edwin is asking you, or Senator Sifuna is asking you, is how does the offense of the first gentleman constitute a charge against the governor?
If you listen keenly to what the transcript, what the spouse said is, Mpuru Aburi has been sending messages to the governor, who is my wife. So we believe him because they live together, that he should be paid 10 million shillings. So the governor has not refuted it by saying there are no SMSs or there are SMSs between Mpuru Aburi. She has not even attacked it in her replying affidavit to deny that those SMSs the husband is alluding to are with her. And that the MP for Tikane East has brought pending bills to be paid and 14 companies to be given tenders. Does the spouse of the governor give any tenders? Is he the CEO of the county?
You've made your point. You've made your point. But my brother, in the interest of justice, if all of us were to be held responsible for what our spouses do, prison would be full of innocent people. You see, in this particular case, and the lawyers are in this room, the offense committed by the first gentleman was slander against the various parties, character assassination and slander, right? So how would you charge the wife with character assassination and slander that was committed by the husband?
Yes, Honorable Chairman, that is one video, assuming that we do not charge the governor, like you have alleged, because of the mistakes of the husband. Let's go to the other video, where now the husband is alleging that these people, and inciting the public against two leaders who are popular in Meru, that is the Honorable Senator, and the CS, actually in the home turf of the CS, and alleging that these two people, the spouse speaks in the other video. Let's cast aside this video. There is this other video now. The spouse speaks that these people are demanding a share of the county government so that they can take the governor to the president, so that they can allow her to have access, or I don't know to who, to the powers that be, according to the spouse. And the governor comes and confirms, picks it up from there, and continues in a similar manner. Do we adduce that previous video that Senator Sifuna is talking about, the governor picked up from where the spouse left? But because it's not here, we can address ourselves to this video, whereby the governor has picked up from the husband and continued the same verification campaign. So when when your spouse makes allegations, then you pick from there.
He is now testifying, he's not answering questions. And you were very clear, you told him to answer yes or no.
No.
You've given your evidence. I'll protect you, Kiogora, because you must win your case. That's why you have come here.
Perhaps, Chair,
Senator Sifuna?
out of that inquiry, I can ask a question. If somebody calls me a thief today and makes an unsubstantiated allegation that I'm a corrupt person or I am a cartel, the normal recourse is for me to sue them for defamation. Have any of the people who you have said are complaining about this vilification filed any cases against the governor and the spouse on the basis of criminal or even civil defamation? Yes or no?
None of them has.
Okay, thank you. Now, there was a question of the so-called vilification of the Catholic Church, and maybe some of the things that you are alleging were lost in translation, because you took us to the transcripts that start at page 108. I am lost. Can you show me with exactitude where the governor says the Catholic Church stole land in Igoji? I am struggling to find it in that translation. Can you point me to the page where that is?
I think
is there a page? Just give me a page. If you don't know where it is, you just say you don't know where it is. Where in the transcript can I see the translation of the governor saying that the Catholic Church stole land?
Counsel, you are free to assist him. Counsel,
it was one.
You're free to assist him if there is such a page.
Chair, I hope you'll pause my time. Thanks.